and head. We are in this position. This is where you can use your thumbs because they're pretty light. So what you're going to do is come in, and I have just put alcohol on my hands to kill any germs that might be on there from touching the rest of her. I know they're her germs, but I also want to get product off so that I don't clog up any of her skin. So I'm going to come in, and I want to try to play a little game. How close can I get to the aura where I can feel the aura? What that does is it slows you down so that we come in slowly and respectfully rather than just boom, coming in and hurting. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start at the forehead. Up and down. When I get to the end, I'm going to come in here at the bridge of the nose, come up, and now I'm going to start doing some gentle pulling out. Come up a thumb width, pull out. Come up another thumb width, pull out. Come up another thumb width, pull out. Come all the way down, being careful at the temple, which is where you've got the greater wings of the sphenoid. You can gently go around slowly with the greater wings of the sphenoid or the temple. And go in a circle in the same direction. Coming back to the center, bridge of the nose. I'm trying to gently lift the tissue up. And then I'm going to crisscross. So my thumbs are going back and forth in a line that's this way. So I'm going over, back and forth the line. Number one, that feels nice. Number two, reputedly, it helps connect the left side and the right side of your brain. And I think we could all use a little bit of help with that sometimes. Come down. Come back into the bridge of the nose. Now I'm going to do little roly-polies. I'm going to gently lift the tissue and roly-poly. That's the official technical term. Little roly-polies. And I can hear you saying, "But Deb, doesn't that hurt?" No, it feels really great. Because we're gently lifting the tissue up. It's meant to go there. If it's not meant to, we won't be able to do it. So let me show you again. Come up. Be careful of the eyeball. You're not going to get any closer than the bone. I'm on the bone here, and I'm going to lift the tissue, and I'm going to do some roly-poly as I'm gently pulling back. Come out, roly-poly. Come out, roly-poly. Come out, roly-poly. Come out, roly-poly. Then I'm out at the greater wings of the sphenoid again, and just some gentle circular friction. Or circular effleurage. Now I want to go into the face. What I am not going to do is do any kind of pulling, mashing. I'm going to treat the face very gently. When you're young, your face will spring back. As you get older, it doesn't spring back quite as quickly. You can laugh, that's okay. So I'm doing some gentle circular finger friction. Just very light. I feel the cheekbone or the zygoma. You can come in at the bridge of the nose, come down and find the corner of the nose, gently press, and go around in little circles. Just come over, press, little circular friction. Come over, press, little circular friction. If somebody is extremely clogged up, I don't recommend doing that because it can really hurt because your sinuses are there. Now I'm feeling the masseter. The masseter is the muscle that goes from the zygomatic arch down to the ramus of the mandible, or the lower jaw, and it's what helps us chew. So I'm going to just gently work this. I'm going to go in the direction of the muscle, this way, back and forth, a little bit crisscross and a little bit circular. A little bit longitudinal, a little bit cross fiber, a little bit circular, a little bit longitudinal, A little bit cross fiber, a little bit circular. Sounds like a song. Now I'm down to the lower part. So you can come into the chin and do some roly-polies here. But what we're not going to do is grab onto the tissue, push, and then just mash. No, no. You can do some circles around the TMJ. And into the ear. Once we leave the face, we are done with the face. You can do a gentle pull down. Come in, gently pull down, gently pull up. And then in the front of the ear, just gently go up toward the ceiling. And just go as far as the tissue will let you. I'm real close to underneath the ear, but I am not going to go right in this little indent in here because that would really hurt. I'm just feeling where I can touch. I'm coming in. The product is off my hand, so I can set this aside and come into the scalp. Now the scalp, you want to use gentle circular friction. You do not want to do the effleurage because it's noisy. So gentle circular friction. A lot of times, right where the ear meets the head, there's a lot of tension right in that spot. And you'll find fibrotic tissue in here. If you want something to do while you're doing this, find the coronal suture. She's a little tighter on this side, right there. So just gently work that. Try to work it out. Find the coronal suture and find it all the way up to the sagittal suture. As you're working around the rest of the head, see if you can find the different sutures that hold the cranial bones in place. Then come up to the top of the head. I like to kind of crisscross over the sagittal suture. Give that a little bit of pull and a little bit of relaxation in there. Gently straighten out the hair. You can come in. Ask her to take a deep breath in and relax when you're ready. You can do some gentle traction if you'd like. Or if they have asked not to have gentle traction or any kind, then you can gently hold the head. And then as you release your fingers, say, that concludes our session for today. Give it a little pause and say, after one more stretch. And down to the bottom of the table. Hold on to the sheet. Make sure you've got plenty of play in your sheet. Reach underneath the ankles. So you take a deep breath in and relax. Then to make sure that they're awake, you could ask, how you feeling?
Oh, wonderful.
She sounds like she's awake, so I'm not too worried that she's going to fall back asleep. Come back over here. Take the bolster out. Still watching body mechanics. Pull it out. Set it in underneath. And you are ready to go. So get up slowly. I'm going to leave the room. Go ahead, get your clothes on, and then come on out when you're finished.
Okay.